We're starting with the entryway, which I did not film decorating, but I wanted to show it to you guys. So up here on the hooks, we've just got Tilly's stuff, nothing special or beautiful. We're just purely going functional. And then over on the entryway table, we've got some white and blue florals and greenery. And then I've got this picture that I thrifted from Goodwill of a sailor with what looks like his grandson and a dog looking out on the ocean, and I thought it was so cute. It's got the blue matting and then the cream matting on the outside of that. I did do a new frame because it came in a gray frame and I don't really decorate with gray, but I loved it because Ethan was in the Navy and it had a sailor in it, so I thought it would be perfect. And then next to that, I've got some coffee table books. I've got Abode and Vogue Fantasy and Fashion. It's got a lot of greens and blues on there, so I thought it would be perfect. And then this one's very neutral. I've got a diffuser above that, so our place can smell amazing. And I've been using this Ritz-Carlton Hotel fragrance oil. This stuff smells amazing, and it makes our whole home smell like a Ritz-Carlton hotel. I definitely recommend this line. I'll link the oils down below in the description box for you. I highly recommend trying these. This is the only one I've tried, but I can only imagine that the other ones smell amazing too. And then down below, I've just got my thrifted basket with the dried looking florals down here still. I went really simple and just added that, nothing else. I wanted to do really simple and easy for summer. I'm going to be going all out for fall, Halloween, and Christmas, so I wanted to keep it simple and easy for this season. The living room has stayed exactly the same. Actually, everything that I showed you in my decorating, my Americana summer decorating video has stayed exactly the same. I have not changed anything. I want to be very simple, like I said. So I have this is probably not minimal for a lot of people, but I feel like I did more minimal than I normally do with the themed decor because I'm just trying to take it easy before busy season of fall, Halloween, and Christmas comes. So right here, I've got my trio of pillows, one of them being the lovely pillow with Tilly's face. And then we've got these amazing cotton pillow covers from Amazon that I will have linked for you down below. I love these. They have different colors. They're nice quality. I haven't washed them yet, but I think they'll hold up. They kind of feel like a linen material, and obviously the ruffles are amazing. And then we've got the Kohl's American flag pillow, and this has a zipper, but it's small, so I don't know if you can actually remove this. Maybe if you contort the pillow a lot. But it's also not like a pure white. It's kind of like a burlap color. So I kind of like that just to give it a little bit more interest. And then over here we've got the World Market striped heart pillow, which you could totally use for Valentine's Day as well. And really for Christmas if you wanted to, depending on your style. And then 2 more of those cotton pillows from Amazon. I didn't really talk about the gallery wall, but all of the new prints are from Etsy as usual. So we've just got a field with blue flowers. We've got a piece of propaganda trying to recruit people into the Navy for World War II. Like I said, Ethan was in the Navy, so I thought that was perfect. Then we've got this old vintage looking print with the cars coming down the street with a bunch of American flags. We've got this blue print of birds sitting on branches in a tree, a woman walking down a path with hydrangeas, and we've got this sailboat with an American flag on it, very subtle but still blue, and Americana. And then I've got just my picture of Tilly, the field, and over here I've got the wedding photo that I always leave. Once you've got your frames, you're set up and you can just find all the prints you want and keep reusing them for the seasons. It's a very easy and effective way of changing up your decor for whatever you are decorating for. Coffee table, I did very similar to spring, but I changed out these florals to be white and added my American flags. I still absolutely love this anthropology vase. It was pricey, but it's so worth it. It is heavy, it's beautiful, and I will have this forever. Highly recommend. It's called the Bryn Planter, and I think I got the medium size. And then we've just got the candle holder, the coasters, this Hearth in Hand lighter, which I absolutely love, and our Martha Stewart Anthropology candle dupe. That smells like fruit punch, but I think it smells like the volcano candle. It was only $13. It's so cute. You can even keep it when you're done burning the candle to use for decor. And then we've got the bookshelves next to the TV, some nice family photos, and then we've got the cowboy on his horse with his two dogs by the pond. I love that picture, and you could totally use that year round if you wanted to. Then we've got my paper towel vase, as my dad would say. If you watched my decorating video, you know. And then we've got all of my vintage and thrifted books right here in red, white, and blue. I love that they're red, white, and blue, but they're not super bright pops of color. They're very subtle and kind of muted colors. That's basically what I like to do for every season and holiday. I like the muted colors, but still color. I can't go full on like neutral, but I don't want fully bright colors. And then I just have a blue record cover next to the record player. On the right side, we've got more family photos and the dragon coming down on the field. Not very Americana, but definitely looks like it's summer in that picture. Then we've got my Tractor Supply duck. He is so cute, and you could totally use this year round if you wanted to. Some neutral coffee table books and another American flag right here. And then down below, we've got red, white, and blue books, a little brighter than the ones on the left side, and also the gold butterfly bookends that I absolutely adore. Up here, we've got another Etsy print with an American flag blowing in the wind. The stripes are a little bit weird. If you count from here, there's 13, but if you kind of like count this way, there's 2 stripes missing right here. It's a little wonky, so I'm wondering if this was AI generated. Moving into the dining room, this has also stayed exactly the same. I've got my blue and white decor up here, as well as the Betsy Ross plate that I thrifted and inspired all of my decorating for the 4th of July, the Americana style. And I've got my Target Threshold print right here that has some hints of blue in there to match the blue decor and also tie in some greenery. As for the actual dining area, I've got my floral picture tapestry from Hobby Lobby that I keep up year round until we get into fall, which is the next season that I'm decorating for, and I am so excited. And then right here, I've got my Lazy Susan that I used for spring. I kept it out. I've got completely functional stuff right here. We've got napkins, salt and pepper, very easy, no plates out, so it's just easy to sit down and eat a meal without having to move a bunch of stuff, and we've got easy access to things that we need. But of course, it's functional and beautiful. And then we've got some florals and greenery, an American flag, and this lovely tablecloth that I had purchased for spring and decided to carry over into my Americana summer decor. Very simple, very functional, but also very stylish. Now in the kitchen, we are super simple in here. I've got just my usual things that are super functional. We've got this plain neutral home goods picture. It's like line art, I think, or charcoal art, I don't know, whatever you call it. I think it's super cute, and I have that up there. And then just the usual things that I use for cooking. This was a gift for Ethan's birthday, so I have it back there just as a little bit of a background. We've got a Studio McGee plant from a previous line and an old dollar spot star right there on top of my Magnolia Table cookbooks. Besides the star, the other festive touches are these Martha Stewart hand towels. I love that the flag is made out of flowers. That is right up my alley, totally my style. I thought this was perfect for 4th of July Americana decorating. And then I think I got these from the dollar spot many moons ago. For the coffee mugs, I have very neutral coffee mugs and then one more of that floral hand towel right there. So everything's neutral with just the pop of 4th of July Americana decor. Keeping it super simple right here, just the functional jars and a dog mom mug right there. Don't mind my paper plates and plastic spoons up there. And once again, over here is just super functional. All things that we use daily. And we've got the cake stand and the wicker scalloped lamp right here. This is another space that I did not film decorating, but I wanted to share it with you guys. Again, I went with the blue and green like I did in the entryway. I didn't do the Americana decor in here, but I love how bright, fresh, and airy it is. I have my favorite book loft candle in here, and then I have a green and a blue book to go with the color scheme. And then I've just got some green pillows that I purchased from Woven Nook last year, a Home Goods pillow, and my Studio McGee quilt that I purchased a couple years ago. It's got blue and green on there. And then at the end, for some added texture and layers, I have a green knitted blanket from Casa Luna and this Home Goods find. I love this blanket. I wish I had it for my spring decorating because it would have fit in perfectly. But I found a way to use it for summer, and I can't wait to use it for spring next year because it matches that whimsical fairy tale vibe perfectly. Here's another view of the bed. Simple, easy, but summery and bright. Over here on the tray, I just have some neutral florals and greenery. Then I've just got a black frame that I used in the entryway for spring. Let's see, brighten that up. There we go. And we've just got Ethan's bowl and our remotes and controller in my scalloped woven tray. I love how simple but beautiful this little area is. This is one of my favorites so far that I've done.